Do you want to know how to monetize your expertise and craft a signature system that sells? If so, you're in the right place. Hey there, and welcome to my channel. My name is Shannon Martell, and I'm a business and mindset mentor and marketing strategist. And I help coaches, course creators, and service providers to monetize your expertise and craft profitable and sustainable online courses and coaching programs that sell with ease. I go live each week to bring you content to help you to be able to build, grow, and scale your profitable online courses and coaching programs. So, if that is content that you would find helpful for you and your business, go ahead and hit that subscribe bell. That way, you're the first to be notified every time I drop new content and resources for you. Also, go ahead and check out the description box, and I have linked your ultimate course creation guide and planner there for you to, so you can go ahead and download that and start implementing the necessary steps, the step-by-step process to go ahead and build and grow and scale your online course or coaching program today. So you can find that linked down below in the description box. So let's go ahead and dive in. Let's talk about monetizing your expertise. And the reason that packaging up your expertise into a signature system that grows your income and helps more people is so important. The learning objectives today and what you're going to learn is recognizing the importance of having your own signature system. We're going to dive into how crafting a course that reflects your unique expertise and personal journey is so important for you and your business success. We're going to be talking about strategies for making your solution clear and easy for your clients to understand and to implement. We're going to be talking about how to transform your experience into a systematic, step-by-step process that delivers results. And we're also going to be giving you some other tips for becoming the go-to person for your particular system. That way you are then building your brand and reputation online. So whether you're a coach, consultant, entrepreneur, understanding and implementing a system, a signature system can be a game changer for you and your journey. It's about more than just a methodology. It's about shaping a legacy and becoming synonymous with success in your field. So go ahead and let's take the first steps. If you haven't already, go ahead and grab the download this free ultimate course creation planner that's linked down below to get started on developing your signature system today. So let's talk about what a signature system is. The signature system is your unique solution to your customers' biggest needs, laid out in a clear, easy to understand formula. It carries many elements of a proven process that you have devised from your own situation and your own experiences. By sharing this with others, you'll help them to resolve their problems, their own problems. By sharing your expertise and cutting out the learning curve and the time and effort that it took you to be able to figure out your solution. Most branded signature systems aren't totally unique, but you'll add your unique twist based on your personal experience of solving a particular challenge. It will be easier for you to target your customers to understand and implement your system because you've shared your personal journey with them. It's so important to, when we're looking for solutions, kind of think about like in an example of a recipe. You don't want to just start from scratch when you're creating. I mean, maybe sometimes you do, but you don't want to start from scratch necessarily when you want to, say bake a cake or make your favorite meal. You want to go and you look up a recipe, and you'll often look for the 4 and 5-star recipes that have been tested and tried and experimented on to be able to get the best result. Because for many things, one, we know that we have a more predictable and result that's going to come out with a better solution than if we just were winging it and doing it on our own. But we also know that it's going to save time, right? So instead of trying to figure it out on your own and guessing, you are going to a particular recipe that you know that is going to have a good result based on the feedback and so forth. So you go ahead and you create that because it saves you that time and that guesswork, and it just makes it kind of a no-brainer experience. So that's kind of where we're going to be going with this, and what we're going to be talking about is the reason it's so important for you to create a signature system, not necessarily that it's a new idea out in the marketplace. In fact, you really don't want it to be a new idea out in the marketplace. You want to create a signature system or solution that has been tried and tested, because that gives you proof of concept, right? That if other people are investing in this particular solution, the likelihood that they're going to invest in your solution is much higher. Multi-millionaire entrepreneurs have gone before you and developed signature programs that have catapulted their brand and their business success. So now it's your turn. Having a signature system is a quick and effective way to build your business and scale your business to that 6 or 7 figure mark that you so desire. You can devise a system for almost any activity with several moving parts that a client needs help with. Some examples of what this may look like is maybe you are experienced in social media and maybe email marketing. Let's use that for an example. And you have been able to build a list of 10,000 leads in a month. That took a lot of trial and error to get to that result. And people will pay, definitely, people will pay to be able to have your shortcuts and your methodology to learn how to be able to do the same thing in their business. Or perhaps you're in a health and fitness routine, or you have a health and fitness routine that fits into a 30-minute a day schedule and gets incredible results. People are so limited for time, and time being one of the biggest factors of why people don't exercise. Having a routine that helps you to be able to gain muscle, trim fat, get lean, get healthier in 30 minutes a day is something, without getting hurt, is something that people would invest in. Another thing is, maybe I have a client that is really, really good with organizing. So maybe it's something that you have a routine or a process that you're decluttering your office in a day and able to keep it that way. Or you have a process of where you're able to do garage organization, different projects around the house. People will invest money to be able to get your unique signature systems to help with that. Maybe you have a unique process for clearing your mind of distractions and achieving greater productivity. We are all looking for ways to be able to increase our productivity and save time. So that is something that is a very tangible outcome that people will be happy to invest in getting help with. Or maybe you have a signature system of being able to write and publish a new book every month over, a 12-month period. That is something definitely people invest in. I know a mentor that I follow, or an author that I follow, has an incredible course called Publish and Thrive. It's Sarah Cannon, and she teaches people how to be able to publish their books without burnout, and also has a productivity system too. So if you haven't ever checked any of Sarah's online courses or books out, go ahead and you can find her on YouTube as well. But using another idea is using Instagram to bring in new customers to your retail store. So the sky is a limit, right? You don't have to restrict yourself to just one signature system. You can have more than one offer at a time, much like what I just mentioned with Sarah Cannon having the Publish and Thrive course. And I think the other one is called Heart Breathings, which is her time management and productivity course that she offers online. So it's really a way for you to be able to build your brand and build your reputation out in the marketplace, and you become the go-to person for the particular system when you have developed a signature system. You may also want to use different levels of pricing methods of sharing your system. But the biggest benefits come from having one mid to high priced program as your core offer, and then adding on to this later. Pricing depends on many factors, and we'll go into this later in future videos. But in general, your personal involvement with your customer, and as it increases, so does the demand for the prices that you can charge in your business. So for an example, an ebook where you're laying out your system and then leave it up to the reader or your audience to implement on their own is by far the cheapest. whether you're offering that as a free lead magnet, as a way to start experiencing work, your systems and your methodology and working with you, or selling that as a low ticket offer. That's something you can easily be able to do. But it's definitely, the least amount of time that they're actually spending and getting access to you within the products in your product suites. Whereas, like, if you have a consulting service where you help to implement that service for your client, that would be something that would be on the higher end of your product suite, because your time is truly limited. So you only have the capacity, if you're working with one-on-one clients, you only have the capacity to take on so many one-on-one clients, say within a monthly basis. So that offer in your product suite is going to be where you can command premium prices. But in general, as your personal involvement with your customer increases, the price goes up. So, for an example, in the ebook where you lay out your system and then you leave it up to the reader to implement it on their own, that again, by far is the cheapest. In the consulting service where you implement the service for the clients, maybe you're doing some done with you components as well, or you're meeting with them on a weekly basis or a bi-weekly basis, that would definitely be the most expensive offer in your offer suite. So let's look at a mix of multiple formats, from the least personal involvement to where people implement the system themselves, to the most involvement where you would implement the system either done for you, like you're doing it for them, or you're doing it with them. So, kind of looking at from the upper left to across, we have ebooks. So, this can look like ebooks, it can look like planners, checklist, um, whatever. What I'm trying to think of, planners. Sorry, my dog keeps distracting me. The joys of having pets in an online home business. So, you've got your planners, your checklist, your cheat sheets, your PDFs, anything that's like pre-made, a digital product or tool that your ideal client could consume on their own. This is going to have the least personal involvement, because essentially it's a digital asset that you're providing to your reader or to your audience. Then you have physical books. So maybe you've turned that into an ebook, or maybe you're publishing books. Maybe you're selling them on Etsy or Amazon or other local stores. Then you have online courses. You can have a wide variety of online courses in your product suite, from low ticket online courses to your evergreen, scalable online courses. Perhaps you have video series. Maybe you have pre-recorded some video series and you're drip feeding them either in like a portal, or you're drip feeding them in an email campaign that you're providing to your audience. You could do speaking. So maybe you're doing some speaking presentations. You could be doing speaking in person. You could be speaking in virtual retreats, conferences. There's all kinds of different ways to be able to put your message in front of people all over the world in various formats. Again, whether you are, speaking, doing a live stream presentation, you're on YouTube, you're speaking in virtual events, those types of, or in-person events, networking opportunities. The sky's the limit when it comes to really spreading your word. You could also look at including webinars or master classes. So maybe perhaps like quarterly, that's something you like to plan to do, webinars or master classes for your audience. You can do those free or paid. So you could both work, just depending on what you're marketing in your marketing campaign for the year, and what your growth objectives and your sales objectives are for the quarter or for the year. You can also look at hosting group coaching programs. So you can do anywhere from maybe something like a 4-week group coaching program to 12 weeks to 12 months. That really just depends on the result that you are providing to the client, what that ultimate transformation is, and how long it actually takes for you to be able to deliver the content that you're teaching your ideal client, and what that implementation factor looks like, as far as like the support that you're providing to the ideal client in regards to implementation and integration. You can do boot camps, you can do retreats, you can do VIP days. So maybe that looks like where you are meeting with either a one-on-one client, or maybe you're taking in a small group of clients where you're meeting with them either in person or virtual, and doing some VIP where you're really working on, maybe you're mapping out their next 90 days or their 2024 business plan or something like that. You can do private one-on-one coaching. And as I've already mentioned before, because your time is limited, your private one-on-one coaching is going to be your higher premium ticket packages because you only have the capacity to take on so many clients. You can do consulting. So perhaps you are doing maybe you're selling some one-on-one consulting packages, or like particular calls, again, where you're kind of just consulting on the business aspect and helping your ideal client, depending on what it is that you help them solve, you're helping them just from a consulting perspective versus like, a step-by-step strategy where you're taking them from A to B in your methodology. Any professional who has achieved success in their chosen field or who wants to pass on their methods to others can develop and package a signature system. Signature systems aren't just for service-based businesses, but you'll see them most often from successful entrepreneurs, trainers, coaches, consultants, for example, and other businesses in the service sector. So if, as we're going through this training, if you have any questions, go ahead and feel free to drop them down. I didn't mention that earlier, but drop them down from wherever you're tuning in from. If you're in my free Facebook community, the Course Creator Collective, you can go ahead and drop them down there, and anything that you need clarification on or have some further questions on and want me to elaborate more on, go ahead and drop those questions there. Or maybe you're catching this on my YouTube channel, Shannon Martell, or you are on my business page, just go ahead and feel free to drop them or join us over in the Course Creator Collective. We would love to have you over there and to get to know more about you and your business and how we can further support you in your growth. So let's talk about the benefits now of having a signature system. Essentially, there are two main beneficiaries to having a signature system, and that is your clients or your customers and yourself. So let's take a look at that. So for your clients and your customers, a signature system offers a variety of things. And this is just like a high level overview of some of the things that the signature system really promotes, right? So first off, it gives your offer a tangible feel. If you're selling something that's relatively nebulous, such as like life coaching or business development, where it can be challenging to identify concrete outcomes, having a signature system can really help you define a tangible result. It's going to save them time as the process is all figured out for them, and they just have to follow the steps. So just kind of like I was talking earlier about that recipe, right? You want to make this, killer, I don't know, cake or dessert for, like, we just had Thanksgiving. So I know for me, like, I made sweet potato souffle, right? It's something my family loves for me to make. It was a recipe that was passed down from generation to generation from my grandmother, my mother, and now I make it. But I always go to that step-by-step recipe because I don't have to think about it, right? I know it's proven. I know it's tested. I know it's a winner recipe, and I'll have good results if I just follow the steps. Like, the homework's already been done for me. So kind of thinking of it in that simple analogy, people will invest money into your solution to solve a problem that's going to save them time, right? And take off creative burden for them to have to figure it out themselves. It makes your solution easy to understand as you show how each step leads to the solution they're looking for. So again, it takes the guesswork out of it. There's no question. You've got the result. You've already ironed out like what worked, what didn't work, why it didn't work, how you felt about it, all of the things to be able to narrow down the solution that you likely aren't even thinking it is something that people would invest in because it seems second nature to you. And that's really where your sweet spot is. It also focuses them on achieving a specific result so they don't get distracted by other things. There's all that chasing shiny strategies syndrome is what I call it. And where people are like jumping from one strategy to another strategy to another strategy because they start and stop. And they, if without working with a coach that can help you see what your blind spots are, you don't often know why something is working or not working to be able to make the necessary modifications to get the result that you're looking for. For your business, offering a signature system enables you to become a true expert in the process as you're teaching the same steps each time. So your results are always improving. I can't stress this enough and how important this is. Especially when you are new into business. One of the things that I did along in my coaching journey, I've been coaching since 2019. And before that, I was in the corporate field where I was various positions, but primarily marketing, sales, and operations and audit. So throughout my years of marketing and sales and operations and audit, you get very strategic on and following step-by-step systems and methodologies that work and they're effective and they're efficient. But what happens is each time you go through this and as you're developing these methodologies, you again figure out what works. You figure out how to continue to improve it and how to refine it and make it better and better. And so when you're new in your coaching business or your online courses, you want to continue working. Like if you're starting with one-on-one clients, starting with that minimal viable product, helping to get your client the result and then being committed with them and doing the process necessary to help them get the result. You figure out what's working, what's not working, and what to improve on and what doesn't make sense. And you only get that expertise and experience from doing it. It's going to save you time because you're not customizing work for each client, right? Because you figured out the system, this signature methodology, you know it gets results. You know what's needed. You know how to help your client, and you know that if they just implement the steps and they keep testing and tweaking, they're going to get the result. So it helps you and saves you time because once you've got your system nailed down and your program up and running, you can create it once and continue to have it as an asset in your business that continues to grow and scale and generate increased income and revenue year after year after year. It makes it easier to tell someone if someone's a good fit for your offer or not, because you're going to start to weed out and you're going to know who those action takers are and who the people are that are most likely good candidates for the solution that you're offering. You're going to know what it takes to get the job done, and you're going to be able to repel the people that aren't the good fit. Because let's face it, you don't want everybody to invest in your offer because not everybody is your ideal client. And those that aren't your ideal client, if they do invest in it and they don't take the results, they're likely going to blame you for not getting the results. And then you're not going to get a good testimonial and it's going to hurt your business in the long run. So having this signature system, being able to tell who it's a good fit for, who it's not a good fit for, is ultimately going to help you to be able to build, grow, and scale your business in the long run and get your clients the best results possible. It's going to give you the opportunity to develop a whole new business system, a whole new business if your system best fits the new market from your current one. So for example, if you've built a successful travel blog that earns a consistent income, you could lay that system out for building a profitable blog. And then you could package it into a program that you sell to people who want to create their own travel blogs. Your new program, which teaches your travel blog system, then can become the centerpiece of a whole new business that serves a different market from the current blog readers. So you have your readers, and then you have those people that want to actually create the same thing, similar product that you have as well, and have their own travel blog. And then you may be able to stop your travel blog entirely and just focus on your new business. So kind of thinking again, like, Sarah Cannon that I was talking about, she is a writer. She started as a writer, but then as she had her YouTube videos and channels talking about her writing systems and just sharing her best tips and practices really to attract readers, then people started asking her, well, how did you do that? How did, how can I self-publish? And so then she created her Publish and Thrive course based on that. And also the other program too, the Heart Breathings, which is the time management one, because she was constantly sharing videos about that. So more and more the online courses have become the forefront from the writing. Now she still does the writing and she's great. You can check out her books, but you can see what I mean. Like if she eventually wanted to hang up the writer's hat, then she would have the online course business to fall back on. So your name and brand become synonymous with a memorable and proven solution. And that's what you're going for here. So if you have any questions on any of this, I want you to go ahead, like I said, go ahead and drop them in a comment below, whether you're tuning in from the Facebook group or you're tuning in live on YouTube or on my business channel. Go ahead and drop those questions so I can get you some support and some further feedback and elaboration. So action steps here. What we're going to do is I want you to look at your business and really do a quick analysis of where your business growth is currently coming from. And then I want you to write down 3 specific benefits that your business will gain by having a signature system. So again, you want to stand out in the sea, of white noise that's out there. You want your brand to become memorable, and kind of thinking about some memorable brands like right now. One brand that is really on top of mind, especially right now with the holidays coming up and Black Friday. You can look at like Amazon. Amazon is huge as a brand that people are going to as that one-stop place to do all of their shopping. You can look at Apple. Apple is really, really known for their iPhones and for their iPads and their Mac computers. They've really distinguished themselves out in the marketplace. However, there are more brands of computers and more brands of cell phones out in the marketplace. They're not the only one, but they certainly have a huge market share of the audience that invest in those particular devices because they have become very well known for their story, for their affordability, for their convenience, for all of the things that makes them Apple and makes their devices so good. So again, they're not the only one out there. They weren't the first one to bring concept to market, and you don't want to be the first one to bring concept to market. You want to have others that have gone before you and kind of carved out that niche and carved out that audience of people that are interested in those programs and services. But you want to distinguish yourself, your methodologies, and it becomes easier with everything you do because you can teach it like autopilot, right? Because you know it like the back of your hand because it's your signature system. And then that's where, the testimonials are going to come in, the word of mouth are going to come in, just like I have mentioned, Sarah Cannon's Publish and Thrive course. I'm not even a writer, but she is known for that course. And that's what you want to be able to develop for your business as well. So if you are interested in learning more, I want to share with you my Black Friday epic deal that I have going on for you right now. I am offering 3 signature system coaching sessions. It's buy 3 and get 1 for free. So the limited time availability, I only have so many spots available for you to be able to dive into this. But essentially, I want to help you to be able to increase your revenues, right, for the end of the year coming up. We're going to be looking at anything in your business that you want to be able to help to grow, whether you're starting a new business, whether you want to get up a course up and running you still have time essentially in 2023 to be able to create a course and go ahead and get it launched and be able to sell some spots in there. So if that is you, what you're going to unlock in this package, the Launch Accelerator, it's a one-on-one coaching package. You book 3 sessions, you get 1 free. You're going to unlock 4 detailed one-on-one coaching sessions to boost your end of the year revenue. It's priced at $297 each with the 4th session free. So that's a total investment of just $891. You're going to get a comprehensive signature course launch course book and the action guide. So this is going to navigate you through your course creation journey with ease. So whether or not you continue to work with me after our 4 weeks together, it's completely fine, because I'm going to provide you this comprehensive course launch book that takes you step by step by step of how to create, launch, and sell out your coaching program or your online course, and the action guide that supports that as well. So you can do it on your own after our 4 weeks together, or you can continue to work with me in one of my other programs so I can continue to support you through your implementation and integration journey. You're also going to get a custom branded board, a branding board that will help you stand out in the marketplace. So it's going to help you pick out your brand colors, your brand voice, your brand fonts, and what the look and feel of your brand is, so you can really distinguish yourself in the marketplace. It's also going to give you social media templates, so then you can take that branding and put it into beautiful social media templates to start branding yourself on social media, whether you're on Facebook or Instagram or LinkedIn or YouTube. You will have all the resources available to be able to do that. I'm going to throw that in as my free gift to you to help you start standing out in the marketplace. I'm also including an invaluable cheat sheet for this quick and efficient course creation strategies. So if you are interested in this, go ahead and grab it before the doors close. I have limited availability. I'll go ahead and drop the link. The link is here on the screen, but I'll go ahead and drop the link as well down in the comments below, so you can grab that particular offer while supplies still last or spots are still open. Also, if you are interested in going further with me after that, or you're not necessarily wanting to do the Black Friday offer, but you're looking for more support on an ongoing basis, I do have another program called Call to Serve that is now open for enrollment. So if you want to learn how to create and launch and scale your own signature system, go ahead and click the link below to figure out. I'll link it in the comments below to find out more about that program. And essentially, that is my flagship program. That is a 12-month program that I continue to provide support throughout the 12 months to help you with the implementation. You get the 12-week course, the 12-module course, but you get the integration and the implementation support where we dive into your business. We have weekly calls. We have weekly Q&A sessions as well. So in support to be able to look at everything from your program, your copy, your content, all of the things to help make sure that you are successful, help you with your traffic strategies, all the things, all the strategies. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead and click the link there to find out more about that. So I just thank you so much for tuning in today. I hope that you found this video helpful. If you have requests for more videos, additional topics that you would like to learn more about, go ahead and drop those down below. I would love to be able to help support you with your business building journey, and love to just connect with you guys. Also, too, if you want to dive into our community, come join us over in the Course Creator Collective, and I'll have all the links there for you below. So I hope you enjoy the rest of your Thanksgiving weekend, and we will see you next week. Bye for now.